former darts world champion Bob Anderson joins us now. Bob, very good morning, Bob.
Good morning, Bob.
Good morning to you.
Bob, a few things to talk about. This year's world champion will receive £1 million. If you go back to when Dennis Priestley won it, just over 30 years ago, the prize was 16 grand, Bob. I'm not saying 16 grand's not a lot of money, but £1 million now, eh?
Yeah. When I won it in '88, it was 16 grand, and it seemed like an awful lot of money then. But certainly the prize money has gone up out of all proportion. Certainly more than we ever expected.
Yeah, Bob. Bob, do you enjoy watching the darts now? Is it still a passion on telly? Because I was going to say some characters, but not like in your day. I loved it in your day. The characters, that's all gone a little bit. And then Luke Littler comes along.
Yeah, it's. You could say that some of the players today are somewhat metronomic and a little bit robotic. But you can't deny the fact that they are playing incredible darts, all of them. And it amazes me that with the atmosphere they play in, that they can achieve those levels. It's incredible.
I was going to ask you, Bob. Luke Littler can make it a hat trick tonight. How good is he? Because whenever I seem to put on the darts, he's just hitting 180s, 180s, 180s.
I think he has the fearlessness of youth on his side. I remember I can only just remember when I was 17 or 18, but I wasn't frightened too much either. He gets up there and he's just such a natural player. He sees a shot and executes the shot. He's not frightened of missing.
What about, the Ali Pali every year? I just love it. I love everything about it. The punters, the costumes, the pressure on stage. It's absolutely brilliant. And Barry Hearn, look, whatever people think of Barry's done brilliant. But I think he's told the Saudis, no, we can't take darts to Saudi Arabia because Barry likes... Not just booze. Barry's not a big boozer anyway. It's just, people like to go and have their jugs of ale and have a sing-song and all that. And he said, no. Is it only a matter of time before that changes and money talks and we end up going away from Ali Pali? Because you can't get a seat now, Bob. So do you think the money might suddenly persuade the likes of Barry to say, okay, we've got to do this. It's an offer we can't refuse?
Well, I don't think anyone in the whole world knows more about money than Barry Hearn.
Yeah.
And fair play to him. When he came on board, he said that he was going to bring the big money to darts, but things would change. And things have changed. But the old expression, money talks. And I think you're right, Alan. Sooner or later, it's going to move because the Ali Pali simply won't be big enough to deal with this particular baby.
And the crowds are getting in the Premier League as well. That's suddenly got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Oh, it's incredible. It's just another indication of the popularity worldwide of our growing sport. It's grown out of all proportion. We certainly, when we founded the PDC, didn't anticipate such a growth at such a rate. But there she is, like Topsy. She's grewed and grewed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bob, someone who is struggling is Stephen Bunting. He's awaiting his first match win. What advice would you give him?
Oh, I don't think he needs advice from me. There's an old saying that says form is temporary, class is permanent. Stephen Bunting is a world champion. He's going through a patch that I think all dart players go through. I don't think he's doing anything wrong. It's just not happening for him at the moment. I'm sure he'll come out of it eventually. He is a great player.
Yeah, absolutely. And Luke Humphries, we shouldn't forget how good he is, Bob, eh? I know methodical, but yes. What a player.
Yeah, he is. He's a bit special. As indeed they all are. But as I said earlier, I find it hard to comprehend how they can concentrate and produce the levels they produce with the atmosphere and the noise racket going on. In my day, we didn't play to such big crowds, but what we did play to was almost 100% dart players in the crowd.
Yeah.
So when the referee said game on, they knew what that meant.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with the big crowds. They brought the big money to the game. But they're not all of them dart players. They're party goers, and good luck to them. They're having a hell of a time, aren't they?
Yeah, that's why it's got to stay there, I think. I don't know if they can extend it, but we need to get more punters on seats because the demand is there.
Yes.
But, Bob, look, great to talk to you again.
Yes, thank you, Bob.
Hopefully you're keeping well and keeping busy. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. Thank you.
Been my pleasure.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.